Hi everyone, we're going to look at a composition here that involves dilations as well as other transformations. So we're going to dilate the shape first according to step 1, which is the rule 1.5x, 1.5y. We're going to just simply take the coordinates and we're going to multiply them both by that 1.5 scale factor. So A right now, the current location is at 0, -3. So we're going to multiply those both by 1.5. You just won't see it both being multiplied because you've got a 0 there. So it's still 0, because 0 times anything is 0. And then -4.5 is the y coordinate. So that'll be right here, in between -4 and -5. B is at 3, 0. So again, multiply them both by 1.5, the scale factor. So B prime would be at 4.5, 0, which is in between 4 and 5 over here. And then lastly, C is at 0, 2. Multiply those both by 1.5, and we get C prime at 0, 3. So we are actually multiplying both coordinates of each point by the scale factor. They just happen to both have, all of them have 0. So you don't quite see it, the same effect as you would normally when we've got different numbers here. I'm just going to try and connect these. This was at 3. Let's make a nice connected shape. And there we have it. There's our first step, the dilation completed. Now we're going to rotate the new shape 180 degrees about the origin. So a rotation of 180 is actually one of the easier rotations to do because its rule is actually pretty easy to remember. What you have to do is take the coordinates, x, y, and you just make them both negative. That's how we do a rotation of 180 degrees. So we could apply that rule, or we could actually take the picture and rotate it. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to just show the picture just because it's a good visual. So here's our picture. We're going to take that. We're going to copy it. That's not what I wanted. Let's paste the whole thing. And we're going to rotate this 180 degrees. So upside down like that. So it'll actually look like kind of like a little reflection, but it's actually a rotation because it's upside down like this. So A's new location is actually from the origin. It's always about the center point we have to use. So from the origin, A is 4.5 up. So A double prime is going to be 4.5 up here, right above where C prime was, in between 4 and 5. And then C's new location after the rotation is 3 below 0. We can see that over here. If 0 is right here, C's new location is 3 below. So it's a little bit tricky here. It's actually at the old location of A. That's going to be C double prime. And then we're going to do B, which is from 0. It's like it's left 4.5. So we're going to go left 4.5 from 0, and that's going to be the new location B prime. This is going to make a messy picture because we've got all this overlap going on, but we are doing it correct. So that's okay that it's making a mess here. So that's our rotation done of the 180 degrees there. Because we've taken the coordinates, rotated them 180, we saw their new locations, and we graphed them on the original graph. You can also check them with the rule too. So if I took 0, 3 here, made them both negative, it would be at 0, -3 for C double prime. And that's where we have it. Same thing for the other two as well. It would be the exact same locations. Okay, the last step here is to reflect over the x-axis, which unfortunately will only make this more complicated looking, but that's okay. So we're going to take each of these points, and we're going to flip them over the x-axis, which is right here. That's our line of reflection. So we're going to take the distance from each point, and we're going to just copy it in the other direction. So B is actually going to be in the exact same spot. Because it's on the line of reflection, it's not going to move. But C is 3 below it, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3 above it, and that'll be the new location of C triple prime, which happens to be also C prime. And then A, very similarly, is going to be where A prime was. Just kind of happened to work out like that. So there's A triple prime. Because A was 4.5 above, we go 4.5 below, and we've got the new location. Now we just simply connect, and then we're basically done. It makes this very complicated looking picture now, But that's how we do compositions. We just do one step at a time, typically using the previous shape to find the new shape, but it really depends on what the directions are saying.